what's going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden and Blue Dude. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I do college football videos every single day and sometimes college basketball videos, especially since March Madness is almost here. Hey guys, don't forget to check out my Patreon page. We have a much wider selection over there. We're going to add a bunch of stuff for more perks, and that's where you're going to find Golden Blue Dude merchandise. And also don't forget, Golden Blue Dude is now on TikTok, so don't forget to check out my TikTok videos. And on this video, I wanted to talk about college basketball. March Madness is almost upon us. I will have a live show for whenever the brackets are released. We had a great live show last year. Hopefully it will be bigger and better for this year. But that got me thinking about all the upsets. So I went back in the last decade and I checked out all the upsets that have happened in the big dance. For me, yes, technically 10-7, that's an upset. 11-6, that's an upset. But for me, I really looked at the 12-5 upsets and higher. So I want to go through them real quick, and y'all let me know which ones were the most memorable for you. Now, I had to go back to 2012 because, well, we didn't have an NCAA tournament in 2020, so we can't count that year. First, let's start off with the 12-5 upsets. For 2012, we had the 12-seed South Florida upset the 5-seed Temple 58-44. Boring game, kind of a blowout. South Florida finished the season 22-13. Temple was 24-8 that year. Staying in 2012, the 12-seed VCU beat the 5-seed Wichita State 62-59. That was a good game. I actually remember watching that. VCU finished the season 29-6, and Wichita State finished the season 27-6. For 2013, 12-seed Oregon beat the 5-seed Oklahoma State 68-55. I'm pretty sure I called that one. Oregon finished the season 27-8, and Oklahoma State finished the season 24-9. I actually thought Oregon was a bit underrated when they seeded them for the NCAA tournament for that year. Staying in 2013, the 12-seed Cal beat the 5-seed UNLV 64-61. That was a really good game. I also remember watching that one. Cal finished the season 21-11. UNLV 25-10. That was a true upset. Now to 2014, the 12-seed Stephen F. Austin beat the 5-seed VCU 77-75 in a thrilling overtime game. Stephen F. Austin finished season 32-2. I do think they were underseeded that year. VCU finished season 26-9. Staying in 2014, the 12-seed Harvard beat the 5-seed Cincinnati 61-57. That was a pretty good game. Harvard finished the season 27-4. Pretty good basketball team that year. And Cincinnati finished season 27-7. Also in 2014, the 12-seed North Dakota State beat the 5-seed Oklahoma 80-75. That was a good game to watch. North Dakota State finished season 26-6. Oklahoma finished season 23-10. Now on to 2016, the 12-seed Yale beat the 5-seed Baylor 79-74. Yale finished season 23-6. Baylor finished season 22-12. I think Baylor was a little overseeded that year. Also in 2016, the 12-seed Little Rock beat the 5-seed Purdue 85-83 in a thrilling double overtime matchup. Little Rock, I think they were underseeded that year. They finished season 30-4. Purdue finished the season 26-9. Now for 2017, really the only big upset of the big dance was the 12-seed Middle Tennessee beating the 5-seed Minnesota 81-72. Middle Tennessee finished season 31-4, and Minnesota finished season 24-10. 2018 didn't have any 12-5 upsets, so we're jumping to 2019. The 12-seed Liberty beat the 5-seed Mississippi State 80-76. Liberty finished season 28-6, and Mississippi State finished season 23-10. Staying in 2019, the 12-seed Murray State beat the 5-seed Marquette 83-64. Murray State finished season 27-6. Marquette finished season 24-9. Look out for Marquette this year, by the way. They look like a dangerous team. One more 12-5 upset in 2019, and that was the 12-seed Oregon. Again, Oregon upsetting the 5-seed Wisconsin 72-54. Whooped them pretty good. Oregon finished season 23-12, and Wisconsin finished season 23-10. Once again, I think Oregon was underseeded that year. And then finally in 2021, the only 12-5 upset was the 12-seed Oregon State over the 5-seed Tennessee 70-56. Oregon State 17-12. Tennessee 18-8. Now we're moving on to the 13-4 upsets. There were none in 2012, but in 2013, the 13-seed LaSalle beat the 4-seed Kansas State 63-61. That was a pretty good game. LaSalle finished the season 23-9. Kansas State 27-8. Jumping to 2016, the 13th-seed Hawaii beat the 4-seed Cal 77-66. Hawaii finished the season 28-5. Cal finished season 23-11. I think Cal was a bit overseeded that year. Jumping to 2018, the 13th-seed Buffalo beat the 4-seed Arizona 89-68. Embarrassed them. Buffalo finished season 27-8. Arizona also finished season 27-8. Staying in 2018, the 13 seed Marshall beat the 4 seed Wichita State 81-75. Marshall finished season 25-10, and Wichita State finished the season 25-8. Now in 2019, the 13 seed UC Irvine beat the 4 seed Kansas State. Once again, Kansas State 4 seed knocked out 70-64. UC Irvine finished the season 30-5, and Kansas State finished the season 25-8. Jumping to 2021, the 13 seed Ohio beat the 4 seed Virginia 62-58. Ohio finished the season 16-7, and Virginia finished the season 18-6. The 13 seed North Texas beat the 4 seed Purdue 78-69. North Texas finished the season 17-9. And Purdue finished the season 18-9. Now we're getting into the more rare upsets. The 14-3 upsets. In 2013, the 14 seed Harvard upset the 3 seed New Mexico 68-62. Really good game. Harvard finished season 29. New Mexico finished season 29-6. Dipping back to 2014, the 14 seed Mercer beat the 3 seed Duke 78-71. Everybody remembers that one. And Coach K claimed that Mercer was going to go deep in the tournament because they were that good of a team. And that didn't happen. Mercer finished season 27-8. Duke finished season 26-9. Jumping to 2015, the 14 seed Georgia State beat the 3 seed Baylor 57-56. That was an extraordinary game, very defensive-minded. Baylor finished season 24-9. Georgia State also finished season 24-9. Staying in 2015, UAB, the 14 seed, beat the 3 seed Iowa State 60-59. Also a great game. UAB finished season 19-5. Iowa State finished season 25-8. Jumping to 2016, and of course, I definitely remember this one. The 14 seed Stephen F. Austin beat the 3 seed West Virginia 70-58. They outpressed West Virginia, and Stephen F. Austin finished season 28-5, and West Virginia finished season 26-9. And then finally in 2021, the 14 seed Abilene Christian beat the 3 seed Texas. I remember this vividly last year. 53-52, they hung on, upset them. Abilene Christian finished season 23-4, and Texas finished season 19-7. Now for the super rare 15-2 upsets. In 2012, the 15 seed Lehigh beat the 2 seed Duke 75-70, and Lehigh finished season 27-7. Duke finished season 27-7 as well. Staying in 2012, yes, there were two 15-2 upsets in that year. The 15 seed Norfolk State upset the 2 seed Missouri 86-84 in a thrilling game. Norfolk State finished season 26-9, and Missouri finished season 30-5. On to 2013, the 15 seed Florida Gulf Coast beat the 2 seed Georgetown 78-68. I definitely remember that game. Florida Gulf Coast finished season 25-10. Georgetown finished season 25-7. Jumping to 2016, the 15 seed Middle Tennessee beat the 2 seed Michigan State 90-81. Middle Tennessee finished season 25-9. Michigan State also finished season 25-9. And finally, jumping to 2021, last year, we all remember it. Ohio State fans went ballistic after this loss. The 15 seed Oral Roberts, the Toothbrush, upset the 2 seed Ohio State 75-72. That was probably the most pissed that I've ever seen a fan base as far as getting upset in the big dance. The thing is, nobody saw this coming because Oral Roberts wasn't really a sleeper. They weren't that good of a team. They actually finished the season 16-10, and Ohio State finished season 21-9. Yikes. Having said that, right after they beat Ohio State, they did beat the 7th seed Florida and got to the Sweet 16. And finally, the only 16-1 upset in history. We all remember it because it was historical. It happened in 2018. The 16 seed UMBC, the improbable upset over the number 1 seed Virginia. Number 1 overall 1 seed Virginia, 74-64, beat them by double digits. UMBC finished the season 25-10, and Virginia finished the season 31-3. Before that game, Virginia had only lost twice, and it was by a combined 8 points. That was a massive upset. So y'all let me know in the comment section which of those upsets do y'all remember the most. Probably the ones that involve your team, and yes, that 16-1 upset we probably all remember the most, but there's a few others that really stick with me. Mainly that Oral Roberts over Ohio State, and definitely Abilene Christian over Texas. I know that was just last year, but those two really stick out in my mind. And of course, I'll give you my opinion on your opinion. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.